Hi, friends. This is Conversations on Death and Dying with Elizabeth Erbrecht, video show for people who want to talk about death, don't want to talk about it, and everything in between. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about a question someone had asked me. Someone had asked me, what is it like to have a conversation with a death doula? And my first response to that person was, well, just like everybody else that works in the dying industry, it's the same type of conversation. And then I had a friend say to me, really? Like another friend who I was telling this question to and how I responded. And she said to me, is it the same as the other people that work in the dying and death industry or companies or around in that community? And I realized that it's not. That end-of-life doulas are just like anybody else in different spaces, have different kind of conversations based off of your experiences. And I realized that what an end-of-life doula brings to the conversation of death and dying is a different space of acknowledgement, education, acceptance, rejection, everything that's wrapped around dying and death, and the training that end-of-life doulas have to bring that different type of conversation into the world. And that's technically what I like to do with these video shows too, right? I'm bringing conversation around death and dying as an end-of-life doula to people who wouldn't normally or are uncomfortable or comfortable with the conversation of death and dying. So I wanted to just share that with you guys, that my first response to this person was, well, just like anybody else that works in the hospice or hospitals, that kind of stuff. And I realized that's not true. It's not true at all. That we, as end-of-life doulas, each person is different, what they bring to the conversation. And for myself, I want to bring the conversation of death and dying so people have that conversation about what their wishes are, or what they're scared of, or what they're excited about, or what they would like to create with their death or not create with their death. And that's one of the big things about conversing with an end-of-life doula, is they're there to help you hold the door open so you can walk through that and have a journey. And they're there as a supportive presence to support you, not make your answers for you, not create your answers for you, not disagree with you, not to agree with you, but to just support you where you're at with what you're doing. So, and that's just a small piece of what end-of-life doulas do. That's really just a small piece. And it's also actually a big piece and a small piece, depending on what you're there, what the end-of-life doula is there to do, what role they're there to play or be in for that client, patient, family, community. So what is it like to have a conversation with an end-of-life doula? I'd say it's different every time, based off of what the person needs and what the end-of-life doula can support and provide at the time. So something to think about. I just wanted to share that conversation with you guys. My name is Elizabeth Erbrecht. I am a end-of-life doula, and this is Conversations on Death and Dying, the video show for people who want to talk about death, don't want to talk about it, and everything in between. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.